There are a lot of prepper communities out there that have a lot of like-minded individuals that get along well, they work together well, but there are some skill sets that would make someone very valuable inside a prepper community. So here we go with a top 10 list of skills that would get you in good with a prepper group or community. In no particular order. Number 1, medical training. Good medical skills, especially field medical skills, people that can deal with trauma, people that could do surgery, people that could handle complications in the delivery of a baby. These people would be very valuable. There are not too many people that have viable medical skills, or if they did, they may not have kept them in practice. And I'm going to include with this dental skills as well. You do not want to be out in the field after the fall with bad teeth. Good dentistry is going to be a very valuable skill as well. Number 2, the mechanically inclined. And I'm talking an honest to God shade tree mechanic like you don't see anymore. Someone who can take an engine apart and put it back together again. There's a big difference between doing an oil change and being able to completely dismantle an engine, find the problem, repair it, improvise if you had to, and get that thing back together and working again. Not too many people with that kind of skill anymore. And with this one, I'm going to include small engine repair as well, because it is a very applicable skill to be able to repair small engines and small motors. Number 3, farming and gardening. There are too many people out there that think that they're just going to throw seeds in the ground and they're going to have a harvest. It is not that simple, and it's a lot of work. Farming and proper home gardening are skill sets. And there's a lot of people that just can't do them, that literally, like I said, think they're going to throw seeds in the ground and get a crop. It isn't going to work out that way. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take someone who really knows what they're doing to keep their garden healthy and happy. Number 4, going right along with number 3, food processing. And I mean the old-fashioned way. Canning may not look like a skill, but I'm going to tell you it is. It is not as easy as it looks. People who have been doing it for a long time may make it look easy, but it's not so simple. It is a skill and it is time consuming. Somebody has to sit there all day and process and possibly cook and then get canned all those fruits and vegetables and meats. It's a lot of work. And going right along with that, people who can work a smokehouse, that is a skill also, to be able to do it properly and to have to probably do it all day long. That is a skill, folks, as well as proper butchering. All things to consider for food processing skills. Number 5, gunsmithing. If you're locked up in a potential long-term grid down situation, someone has to be maintaining those firearms. I know most people who own their guns can probably clean and maintenance their guns, but not too many of them can service them if they become damaged. Having a skilled gunsmith in your group would be invaluable, because whatever guns you have are probably all you're going to have in a long-term SHTF scenario where guns may not be getting manufactured anymore. Number 6, metalsmithing, or more to the point, classic blacksmithing, which in today's modern age has been basically reduced to a hobby. So there are not too many people out there who can work with metals like that anymore, that can blend metals together, that know how to heat them up, hammer them out, and make anything useful out of them. That would be a very valuable skill. And along with this, I'm going to include welders. There are a lot more people who know how to weld than there are blacksmiths, but it's still a very valuable skill. Number 7, technicians. And by technicians, I mean people who can work with electronic components, people who could repair radios, or build a ham radio or work with other small electronic components. Once again, this is something that in recent years has been turned into a hobby. Hobbyists, people who operate ham radios and crystal radio sets, could be very useful in a world where you can't just go out and buy a new item because the old one is broken. And along with this, I'm going to include classic electricians, people who can run wires, run cables, and work with electricity, as well as HVAC. Very useful skills. Number 8, carpenters. People who know how to build structures or furniture, woodworkers, particularly if these individuals know how to do things without the use of power tools, if power tools for whatever reason are no longer available. Particularly people who know how to work without power tools if for whatever reason power tools just are not available. Again, this is another skill where it may look easy enough, but believe me, it is not. These people have skills. Number 9, chemists. Someone who knows how to work with chemicals from scratch, that knows what goes with what and what not to put with what. Someone who can manufacture, possibly, a lot of the household chemicals or other types of chemicals that may no longer be available. Someone who can process chemicals and minerals and make something useful out of them in a world where things that we normally take for granted may no longer be available. Number 10, masonry. Being able to work with bricks, mortar, and cement. Once again, this is something that seems like it would be easy. Hey, we're just stacking bricks. And again, I will tell you, it is not that simple. That is a very useful skill, particularly if those individuals know how to improvise when traditional mortar or cement might not be available. And one more, since we always like to throw you a bone, call it number 11 if you will, plumbers. Being able to link pipes together and make it work is another one of those things that is not as simple as it seems. Believe me, the guy who can get water to you instead of you having to go to it out in the field is a lifesaver. Do not overlook the value of a good plumber. And you know, I'm going to toss in one more on here. My personal number 12. People with excellent tactical skills. And there's a reason I'm saying this. Now, you would assume that most preppers would have skills anyways, but the truth is, many preppers do not actually possess good tactical skills. They just have a lot of stuff. Or, if they had skills or training, they don't practice them anymore, and they're rusty. It takes more than having a lot of stuff to be prepared. You have got to train and you have got to practice. And even if you are really good, it does not hurt to have someone else you can match up with on your 6. We hope that you found this list helpful and informative. If you have any other comments or suggestions pertaining to the video, please go ahead and put them in the comments section down below. We'd love to see it. And it also may be helpful to some of the other viewers who read through the comments section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. If you are already a subscriber, please remember to hit the notifications button so that you will know when other videos come out. And as always, thanks for watching.